play. Rubik's Cubes could be significant, y'all. Oh, yours is auto-renew. Thank you so much, Audrey, for your support. I appreciate you. You'll have a reading to check out if you haven't yet. It just posted. Okay, I am completely engaged in what I do in the here and now. I call it play instead of work. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. Maybe somebody here, they do what they are called to do. They do what they love to do. That's why, like, to other people, it might be like something that they judge, but if it works for them, it works for them. Somebody here could have a lot of fixed energy in their chart. Okay. So let's see. All right. Let's see, y'all. What's going on? What is the overall tarot energy, please? Six of Cups. Oh, this is like somebody missing somebody from the past. They're making plans. This could be somebody that has the money to do so now in order to make some kind of beneficial change. They're taking control of their life in some kind of way because they have some kind of clarity here. Before, they could have been a little bit cowardice or like... Yeah, there's a Two of Cups here. Somebody wants to rekindle or restore some kind of a relationship here. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, something about this is fated. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Somebody's going to tell you the truth about something. But I feel like you're somebody that can handle the truth. Whereas all these hoes, I don't know if that's the same thing. What you can't handle is false promises. What you can't handle is lies. Okay. But there is some kind of sweet memories from the past here. Somebody missing somebody from the past. They're making plans to go towards somebody here that's very successful in what they do with their career, with their work. Or... they're making plans now that they themselves have self-actualized in their career. Like they've claimed they've stabilized some kind of financial independence here. They want some kind of beneficial change after some kind of battle or power struggle or conflict here, some kind of external conflict here. Something about this is fated. I'm getting strong Cancer and Sagittarius energy here. There's some kind of clarity here. Causes the love of women to men and of men to women. Sower of discord, slayer of men. Inflames men with women's love and women with men's love. Causes them to show themselves naked if desired. And take it as it resonates. That could be vulnerability, y'all. Okay? Causes any manner of music to be played. Causes trees to bend at will, brings excellent familiars, tells of the past and the future, can make one intelligent and bold, teaches rhetoric and languages, gives one a good reputation, makes one beloved by friends and foes. Okay. So that's the vibe, y'all. Interesting stuff. Let's tap in, shall we? Okay. Before we tap into the tarot, can you give me something, a couple more details regarding whatever this is, please? Spirit. What is going on? Thank you guys for the hearts in the chat. I appreciate you. It is interesting. We don't usually get this message. I love gratitude. Absolutely. Okay, somebody here is not in a nightmare, or they're getting themselves out of one. Okay, let's see. They're getting themselves out of a nightmare, a bad headspace. regarding somebody's profession, regarding somebody's career, okay, or their expertise, because something is fated. Double confirmation. Double confirmation. Something is just fated. It's, yeah, somebody tried to rob somebody's destiny because of pride. Okay, but now they want to compromise because something is not a sweet dream. It's a nightmare, and they want out of a nightmare. They want to compromise. They're hesitating though because somebody bullied somebody, and even though somebody was bullied, they're not sick. And something here was not merit making. Somebody's right on schedule, so something was a bad idea. Because now somebody just feels lonely and injured. Okay, so yeah, somebody didn't imagine this happening. They were very linear in their thinking. January again could be significant. Let's see here. Specifically the following dates. January 2nd, January 10th, January 4th, January 31st, January 14th, October 1st, October 4th, October 2nd, October 14th, October 31st, Halloween, which is tomorrow, April 1st, April Fool's Day. Maybe somebody thought something was funny and it's not. April 2nd, April 10th, April 14th, April 31st. Could be significant, y'all. Okay. So, let's see. Somebody stole from somebody something that was fated for someone. They stole. But now they want to compromise because they want out of a nightmare. This was all to do with pride. And it was a really bad idea. And like somebody bullied somebody. And even still, somebody's right on schedule. So it just goes to show, like, when something's meant to be, y'all, something's just meant to be. And you got to just respect that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just got to respect that shit, y'all. It is what it is. Like, get over it. I don't know, like their pride, yeah. Oh, it only has 30 days. There you go. I'm the worst at that, y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much for the roses, you guys. I appreciate you. Aw. Aw. Thank you. Okay, let's see, y'all. Holy Spirit, holy angels, archangels, ancestors, and the Most High. I'm calling on you to channel your ancient wisdom, your guiding light. Yeah, somebody here is making plans to take back control over their own life. They're moving forward. Yeah, they're making plans to get out of a nightmare, out of a really bad headspace. Calling on you. Yeah, they're making plans because they have these feelings, these true feelings. Clear, concise, and precise. I will interpret these messages from the heart, from the soul. Any negative energy interference, please return to the sender. And on behalf of the collective, myself, we love you, we thank you, we trust you, Spirit. Ooh. This is a permanent ending elsewhere. Okay, this is like a huge betrayal, or like a total destruction, or somebody's getting stabbed in the back because somebody's putting down a burden. 10-10. They want to be happy. They want stability. They want a harmonious relationship here. Okay, what is going on here? Yes, this is a collective. What is going on here? Okay, so there's like a real opportunity, like for an authentic start of some kind, Ace of Pentacles, to get out of the cold, to work their way out of the cold, to, like, whether that be financial constraint or spiritual poverty. There's a real opportunity here, a new, fresh, authentic start, and it's tied to some kind of blessings. It's from the universe. See that hand, y'all? It's like here, but honor it. Don't you know, take it for granted. If you want this opportunity, you have to do it the right way. Period. What is the obstacle or the challenge that somebody here has been holding back or refused? They were being stingy or greedy when it came to their feelings, or when it came to somebody's dream, or a child, or somebody's true feelings. They were holding back their feelings. This could be somebody that thank you so much for the gift, love. I appreciate you. This could be somebody that like hoards emotions, y'all, or like holds back. Yeah, but there's a 2 of Cups here. Wow, this keeps coming out. Okay. So something about equal give and take, reciprocity, a fair exchange. Maybe somebody is very timid when it comes to giving back. It's like they'll take and consume, but they won't give back what is given to them because they're scared of emotion or something. Give me something on the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, they hold back their feelings. But look, they want to make a real offer. The problem is telling somebody how they feel and making an actual offer here. Planting new seeds. Okay? In a relationship. In an equal give and take, monogamous, balanced, reciprocal relationship. Okay, deep down, or the lens somebody's looking through. Wow. There's an Empress here. An Earth Angel, Divine Feminine. Who is breaking up with somebody, or somebody broke up with, or didn't choose this person because it meant giving them what they deserve. Exactly. Somebody was afraid of like honoring what is deserved. I don't know why. Giving somebody the proper recognition. Somebody here could be Sagittarius or Gemini or a Taurus or a Libra. But I'm because the Temperance is coming out right next to the Empress. I'm almost thinking somebody's a Sagittarius or highly aspected. Somebody here is very peaceful and balanced, and they are a boss. Okay? They're a boss. Yeah, they could also be a Taurus or a Libra. I'm getting negative Gemini energy, though. Somebody could have been two-faced. Something could have felt like a false twin connection, but it was really because somebody needed to trust their better judgment. They're making plans now. They want to give you what you deserve. Yeah. They're being disillusioned. They want to fight for you. So this is a Tower for somebody. It could be for like a Queen of Cups. Or, yeah. Somebody was very toxic. They didn't want to see somebody get what they deserve or give somebody what they deserve, but they are now because you earned it, babes. This could have had to do with like a fear from childhood or some kind of bad memories here, or some shadow work that needed to be done. Okay, in the past, it's giving twins. Yeah, it kind of is. Maybe somebody chose the wrong twin. Yeah, in the past, somebody wanted to win at all costs, even if it meant like bullying somebody or ganging up on somebody, forcing the energies, you know, smear campaign, hate train energy. It's like, no, that's not how you do things. You cannot win everything. You can't have it all. You have to make a choice, especially when you bump into an Empress or an Emperor energy. This is somebody very high value that's very peaceful and balanced. They've worked for what they have. An Empress or an Emperor crown is not just a crown that's an aesthetic. It's somebody that's been through the ringer. Yeah. So the strength here is knowing when something's a misaligned collaboration. Somebody thought that the strength was forcing the energies so that they didn't have to show up as a team player. This is somebody that hoards emotions, y'all. They're very like timid when it comes to giving back. Maybe they were being influenced by the wrong people. Why the 3 of Pentacles in reverse and the 5 of Swords? Why? Because they felt stuck. They were in denial. They couldn't make a decision. They were stuck between worlds. And they started to become resentful or depressed or disconnected. Okay. Well, that sounds like a problem that you should speak with your partner about. This is somebody who doesn't do that. They didn't do that. This could be somebody that doesn't have a lot of experience with like a grown adult relationship, y'all. Like you could have been, yeah, they're very ashamed. They're very sad about the way this went down here. They're sad about this conflict, this competition that they started. Because the spark is here. So somebody put somebody in, because of somebody's desires for someone, or because of what you desire. Maybe you desire, let's just say you run a company, like let's just say you're a boss because you're an empress, or you have desire for children, or you have desire for whatever it is. Like somebody wanted to compete for this new start, yeah, this Ace of Wands, this energy, this essence, your essence. Yeah, look at all these aces and pages. Somebody definitely doesn't have much experience when it comes to, they're very like green or new when it comes to adulting type relationships. And they thought that they could just be a child, like this very childish energy, y'all. But there's blessings here because we have 2 aces so far out of the 4. Yeah, somebody here is very seen and celebrated. Soul tribe energy. Look at another ace. Look at that. Uh-huh. So somebody's celebrating the truth, or a soul tribe is celebrating clarity, or some kind of great idea here and plans. That's why they're okay with somebody walking away, because they have something else. So somebody didn't trust their intuition, but they're seeing something from a new perspective. Look, another ace. All 4. All 4 aces, y'all. Something is very supported by the universe, let's just say. Okay, so somebody got caught. They couldn't get away with some kind of cheating, lying, or stealing here. But there's still this desire. There's still this opportunity here, possibly, if somebody actually heals from their emotional baggage that they bring into other relationships. Because somebody here they're in it for the long run, okay? They're in it for the big picture. They want something slow and steady and real, loyal, practical, okay? Slow to ensure it, okay? Somebody is healing and they want a loyal commitment. And it looks like you were dealing with, you needed to get your flowers. You needed the recognition that you deserve. You were hoping you were going to get what you deserve from somebody very hollow, hedonistic, and emotionally abusive, and very hard to satisfy. This is somebody that's very insatiable, hard to commit with. They probably didn't present themselves like that. Yeah, this is a Tower, though. Yeah, because of the plans maybe that you're making to have a long-term, loyal, stable connection. This is not something somebody wanted to see. It's depleting somebody's energy. It's making them very unhappy. They're not happy about this. A King of Wands in reverse. They're dealing with bad karma too, and they're very sad and ashamed because this is a fall from grace, and it's embarrassing because of your strength and your stability. Yeah, somebody here was ruthless. Stability and a harmonious relationship and peace doesn't make somebody happy. Or they didn't want it illuminated how stable you are, because they probably went around saying something else. Because it's like they don't want to look like the schmuck that didn't want to put in the effort, and that's the only reason that they left you. No, they had to come up with a whole thing to ease their conscience and their reputation. But it's not working. Because you took you worked yourself out of the cold or out of like a bad financial spot really fast. 8 of Wands. Or there's some kind of communication coming in here. Hopes and or fears. Yeah, you're moving forward. You're thinking long term. Yeah, you healed from this betrayal. Somebody couldn't, with this smear campaign or this bullying, with this person who's never satisfied and very selfish. It's like, you healed from this. They couldn't end something for you. What's up, beautiful starseed? What's up, Alchemist? Hey, 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 y'all. Ooh, it's getting lit in here. We got 70 people in here. We're in the middle of a collective, y'all. We're almost done. After this, I'll be available for some questions. Yeah, it's like somebody's so selfish and corrupt, so they they resent this. This is somebody who doesn't care like what they do to other people. They just want to do what they want to do. And it's like you knew to put your guard up to this. Okay? Thank you so much for the gift, love. I appreciate you. What's up, Harriet? What's the possible outcome here? Yeah. Somebody's this is like misfortune, missed opportunity, because somebody here failed to lead. They were very immature. They were very unyielding, unfeeling. Yeah, it's like you're an empress, but this is like a wannabe emperor. They're in the reverse. This is somebody that felt inferior or something like this. They didn't talk to you about any of this. This is somebody who has to do shadow work. And because of this, they left something just unresolved, like without closure. They left something before it reached its full potential. This could have had to do with elevating like the relationship to a higher status, maybe marriage. This had to do with your faith, your beliefs, and you saw something really toxic. It's like you're very sharp. You notice something very, very toxic. And it had to do with resistance to change. I'm getting Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus here. Sagittarius. It's like you saw that somebody here did something very mean and abusive and horrible just because they didn't want to transform or change or rise to the occasion. And it's like they went on their own way, and then all of a sudden there was all of this conflict. And you're like, hell no, I'm putting this burden down. This is ridiculous. It's like, yeah, somebody here didn't play fair. As soon as you were disillusioned, you fought for yourself. You were your own knight in shining armor once you had clarity, and you did this quick. You worked on what you had. You worked on your strength fast. This person was dealing with a Jezebel. They were juggling you with a Jezebel. Well, there's that. Yeah, and they were waiting on something, and it's like you've been invested in something for a very long time, having to do with your work, your career. That's the truth. And so you made plans to just, somebody made plans to get you to leave this behind, but you fought for yourself. So somebody wanted you to leave behind your work. Why? Because of somebody's unique perspective, or somebody feeling stuck, or a sacrifice they would have had to make. This was a catastrophe. And now somebody's playing victim because you have control over your life and you are still invested in something. Wow, look at this amazing energy. So this is definitely Empress energy. You could have Earth highly aspected, maybe Capricorn in your chart. It's like, I'm also getting Cancer, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here. And it's like, yeah, the truth is that you take good care of yourself. You have like financial stability here, and you've been invested in something for a very long time. Like you have put your energy, your resources into something for a long time. You have control over your life. You know where you're going and you're moving forward, and you have something of value in your hand. That's that multifaceted energy that we pulled. Yeah, that's this energy. That's the Queen of Pentacles. So somebody's really angry because they did something like rash, and now they don't want to see this. They don't want to see their plans blowing up. They don't want to see how strong you are. They don't want to see that they have to make a sacrifice or something like this. I don't know, but it's like you're a very self-motivated person. You're going your own way. You have a lot of courage. If something doesn't work out, it's like it's not going to blow up your whole life. You don't allow other people to determine like how your life is gonna go. It's just not your cup of tea. Okay, you're a boss. You're an empress, and you have strength, which trumps the devil, y'all. So it doesn't matter how selfish somebody is. it's only gonna blow up in their face. This is their burden. They didn't want to work with you. They didn't want to work with you. What they wanted to work with a Jezebel. So you have you know how healthy relationships operate like, and it looks like you're being seen and celebrated with the Three of Cups, like soul tribe energy. Like you have a great support system here. Yeah, somebody didn't trust their intuition about this, and they lied about you behind your back when you're actually a sweetheart. So there was a feminine that was talking shit about you behind your back. Somebody's leaving this person. They want to restore something with you. Wow. So cool. Okay, so I'm getting Aquarius, Leo. I'm getting Capricorn, Pisces. I'm getting Scorpio, Aries. I'm getting Gemini, Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, Aries again. Yeah. And just know that this person is, they've only dealt with Jezebels, y'all. So it's like they don't, it's like, yeah, exactly. They're dealing with somebody that's bitter and karmic and lies and like spreads misinformation. They're very devoid of emotion. They're heartless. Like, this is somebody that doesn't care who they hurt or what they say, even if it's a lie. And somebody's getting caught up in their lies. Somebody's taking quick action to plant new seeds and make an offer. They want to talk to you, some kind of incoming communication. Yeah, they don't want this. This is a missed opportunity. They don't want this anymore. They're seeing the truth. Okay? Yeah, and it's very sad that somebody's ashamed and in regret now because somebody wants to make an offer anyway. Yeah, and it's like somebody here, Scorpio, Sagittarius energy, somebody is invested. They're going to invest. They're very enthusiastic about this. They are very excited, even with a sense of humor even. It's like they really, yeah. And it's like somebody has a new perspective regarding a dictator, like patriarch energy. Maybe somebody's father like raised them wrong or gave them the wrong kind of advice, or maybe they're a narcissist or something.